Okay, kids, it's time. RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 3. Let's go.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to pull my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for RuPaul's Drag Race. It's All Stars, and this is episode 1. Let me run through these bitches that are actually on the show. Trixie Mattel is there. Trixie was from season 7. Milk. Y'all know I love Milk. Milk is back. She was from season 6. We got Chi Chi Devane. I love Chi Chi. Chi Chi was from season 8. We got Thorgy Thor. She was from season 8 as well. Morgan McMichaels is back. She was from season 2. We see a whole lot of Morgan. Morgan's all over YouTube land. We always see Morgan. And all over Instagram. So I always see Morgan working. That's a working bitch. Aja is actually back from season 9, and I am very proud of Aja. Aja is together. She looks really, really good. You can actually see like the tons of growth in Aja, so I was real happy to see Aja. Ben Delacreme is back, season 6. She was season 6. I always like Ben. Funny as hell. I love Ben. I like Ben. Ben Delacreme reminds me of an even funnier version of Mrs. Kasha Davis. So, yeah, like Ben Delacreme. She's season 6. Kennedy Davenport is back. Dancing ass bitch. She's back. And Kennedy came and gave you snatched hair, ponytail. I was like, Miss Kennedy, quit playing with these people. Mirrors everywhere. Like, she had mirrors everywhere. I said, bitch, quit playing, Kennedy. Quit playing. She's not playing at all. Shanji is back. Y'all know, child. Bitch can't come back too many times for me, honey. I was happy to see Miss Shanji. You know, that bitch was from season 2, season 3, and all the commercial breaks. So I was glad to see her. And then Rue had the nerve to throw one in, because you know that's what that bitch does. She threw one in. BB. She threw that goddamn BB up in the race, baby. So BB Zahara Bonet, who is the winner of season 1 for all of you who came in late and don't know who she is, Miss Cameroon herself, she is competing. That bitch came in and they was giving, she already won. Yes, she did. The money wasn't the same when she won. The notoriety and all of that. And she didn't get the chance to win a fan base the way that these newer girls have. So I think it was a good idea to let her come back. BB goes back. Bitch is age appropriate. She's not I see right away. Because she was always very mature, but she's older than a lot of the girls, and she is playing her lane. She's not trying to be young. She's not trying to be, you know what I mean? She's just being who she is. She's this regal bitch, which is what she always was. That's what she gives. That bitch came up there and said, another day, another sleigh. Who's first? I said, classic BB. Classic. That bitch plays no games, and she was real serious about it. Real serious about it. She a bitch. Yep. So we got BB back. So I was happy about that. They started right out the gate with the bullshit. They did reading is fundamental. And you know, naturally they went back and forth and did their little reads, and you know, you heard it once, you heard it all. Strangely enough, the girl who won Miss Congeniality, her season, actually won the reading is fundamental, which was funny because who would have ever thought Ben Delacreme would win reading is fundamental, because everybody thinks she's so nice, but that bitch, her tongue was just as sharp as everybody else's, and she snatched that mini challenge right on that. So for the Maxi challenge, they were doing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars variety show. So I said, okay, so what the fuck is this? What are we really doing? Real simple. Real simple. It's a drag show. It's a drag show. Come on, horse. Let's see what it is that you're going to do. If I smack you on stage tonight, what are you going to do? And that's what everybody did. Everybody did them. They did whatever their character is. And I was real interested to see this. I was like, now this, I'm down with this. Let's see what's going to go on. Now, I'm going to mention, I'm not going to sit here, because I don't do my reviews. I don't do blow by blow. You want to see blow by blow, go watch the show. That's where Ru makes his money. You go watch the show. I'm talking about what's interesting to me, what I liked and what I didn't like. Okay, so I'm not doing the blow by blow. This is not what I do. Okay, so variety show. That goddamn Aja rolled up out of there and she gave you New Age Club Kid. It was all Vogue and it was all pop, dip, and twirl and spin. That bitch came directly for Kennedy and Chi-Chi's neck. Flat out. It is what it is. It was what it was. That bitch came out giving you duck walking and carrying on. And then they had this box on stage. The bitch jumped up on top of the box and gave you Vogue Dramatics and jumped off the box and fell into a dip. I said, bam. Okay, bitch. And she actually, her outfit did a reveal too. She came for Kennedy and Chi-Chi's neck from right out the gate. I said, that's not good. That's not good. Well, Kennedy ain't having that shit. Kennedy did what Kennedy does. Kennedy came out there and danced the house down boots. That's what she did. It was no thing. She came out, yes, Aja, you turned it, mama, because it was unexpected. We already know Aja can dance, but she turned it. Kennedy came out and turned it and was like, it is what it is, bitch. What? What? Chi-Chi came out and fucked up. Flat out. Chi-Chi came on out giving you some of that old down south J-set shit that, of course, these folks ain't halfway understand. And it just wasn't. It just wasn't. It just wasn't. She had the flat shoe on. It was giving you very much HBCU. Wrong program. It was definitely, she was giving you Dancing Dolls, Miss Diana, and it, wrong show. And it kind of fell, shit, I don't know what was going on. It just kind of, because Chi-Chi has grown a whole lot since when she was on the show. So she's not, they can't even play off of this, oh, she's a cheap queen thing anymore, because she has toured around, the world, and she's done things and she's made money, and so she can't lean and play on that anymore. It was just very lackluster, and Chi-Chi can do better. Chi-Chi can do better. So, no, I'm not going to sit here and praise her for it. It was out of order, Chi-Chi. And it was a little boring. So, Miss Aja danced you up underneath the stage tonight, and Mama Kennedy kind of like kicked you down 2 more steps. Ben Delacreme was very, very funny. I've actually seen her do this number before. It's a whole burlesque dance with the whole spiral titty thing, and she keeps breaking it down. She has all these bras on. She did the hell out of it. It was hilarious. It was funny as hell, and it always is. So it worked. Very old-time Hollywood type comedy. The type of queen that she is. She's an actual comedy queen. There's a lot of bitches that say they're comedy queens. That shit don't be funny. That'd be some old B-rated, sideways, behind the tree ass bullshit. No, she gave you actual movie star comedy queen. And it was done very tasteful. Her costume was on point. Everything looked like money. It was done. It was really good. Milk. I liked what Milk did. They were kind of being kind of shady, like, girl, whatever. But see, Milk is a specific type of queen. Milk is not for everybody. She's not. Milk is not for everybody, but for the bitches that she is for, Milk does a body good. And I loved what she did. She was like a living paper doll. She did her little song. It was her own song. And she was literally, she had the pit crew guys out there, and they were handing her different outfits, and she was literally Velcroing them to her person, and it was very cute, very Milk. Some shit that nobody else would have thought of, but a crazy bitch like Milk. I enjoyed it. I really liked it, and it was very Milk. She wasn't trying to be nobody else. She was just doing Milk, and I liked it. So I was here for it. Morgan, listen, I already told y'all bitches. Morgan is probably the most filmed whore on YouTube. I swear. Morgan McMichaels is always there. Morgan McMichaels is the go-to girl in Hollywood to work the drag circuit, okay? That's how I see it. Morgan's costume, that bitch came out there and tore the stage up with this costume. It was really sharp. I'm giving feathers and beaded fringe and just, it had all the qualities of a fierce old pageant gown, but it was a bodysuit. Very, yeah. If Beyonce caught a glimpse of it, bitch should be trying to get it off of you. That bitch's bodysuit turned this television this Thursday evening, okay? So let's not get it fucked up. As it goes for costumes, Morgan let everybody have it, Rue included. And speaking of Rue, girl, that dress, I'm sick of that. We already starting off the gate. I'm not playing McCall's pattern 2535 with you this season. Stop it. Hair, as always, hair on point. On point. The dress, and what the dress is not bad, but girl, 900 seasons, and you got 899 of them dresses. I'm sick of that dress. Come on, rude girl. Stop it. Stop it, bitch. Love your hair, though, bitch. Thorgy Thor. Thorgy for me is not my speed. I've never been crazy about Thorgy. She's just okay. You know, you can't take away that the bitch is very talented and she's very intelligent, but she's irritating as fuck. And you just can't deny her talent because she has it. So she literally did a whole thing, and it was house, and she played the violin. And that bitch was cartwheeling, and she looked nice. But again, it's one of those, so what, girl? That's what it gives me. Anybody else that I did not mention? BB. BB was just BB. So I'm not going to gas you up with BB. BB was okay. She was just BB. It wasn't anything that blew me away or nothing that I had ever seen before. She did it was the whole African, the dreaded hair, very much season 1, very cool, no problem. A decent intro for those who don't really know her because she just showed you what she actually does. Now, I'm going to tell you, BB, don't lean on that shit. Don't lean into that. You know what I mean? Don't lean into that. Don't lean into that. It was cool, though. It was cool. Trixie Mattel, girl, so what? I've never been a Trixie fan. She just does, and it's nothing against her, but Trixie don't do anything for me. I don't find her funny. I just don't when it comes to Trixie. Again, she's like Milk. She's not for everybody, and Trixie Mattel's not for me. I'm not. She don't blow my hair back, and it's not to say that she's not talented. She actually sang a country song, and she is a talented vocalist and everything. But girl, so what? So what? You're a talented country vocalist. You're not Shania Twain. You're not Carrie Underwood. It's not on that level. It's just some bitch singing some country music, and girl, so what? So that's how I felt about it. It didn't blow my hair back. It was like, girl, whatever. Anyway, moving on. So, top 2 ended up being Aja and Ben de la Creme. Bottom 2, Chi Chi and Morgan. Now, this is where it gets interesting, okay? Because this is the way that the competition is going to go, for those of you who don't know. There's going to be a top 2 every week. Between those two, they have to lip sync for their legacy. And the person who actually wins the lip sync gets $10,000, plus they actually get to choose which one of the bottom two whores to send home. So let's get down to it. Now, I'm going to tell you what I would have done. What I would have done, okay? To be fair, I would have had to say, Chi Chi, good night. Good night. Because from what you actually did, you didn't deserve to stay. Okay? When it came down to it, Morgan ended up getting sent home. Morgan got sent home. Now, if you want to be very bitchy, you would send Morgan home because Morgan was Morgan's fierce competition. That bitch is going to show and prove. She's going to show up. She's going to show out. She ended up in the bottom because they felt as though she wasn't at 100% Morgan. She did a song, her own song, and they just felt like she didn't go over the top. I didn't even agree with her being in the bottom because I think Trixie should have been in the bottom because Trixie's just blah. You know, I could have seen Trixie being in the bottom, and yeah, I could have seen Trixie being in the bottom because it was whatever. So that's just my own personal thing. So Morgan's mouth is what bit her in the ass. Now, we all know Morgan. Morgan is a bit of a bitch, okay? She comes off as a bit of a bitch. That is her persona. That's just kind of how she is. Morgan's not for everybody either. You either kind of like Morgan or you don't like Morgan, and it's just kind of that way. So I was very shocked at it because, again, I said, I'm hoping that people will really do what it is that the show is supposed to do and don't start playing this game because you know Morgan can get you booked. That's in the real world. So I was like, I'm wondering how that's going to play out. Like when I was wondering, how's this going to play out? Is anybody going to be willing to cut Morgan? Because in the real world, Morgan can slow you up and stop your bag. Or are they going to be fair? Ben Delacreme said, girl, good night. Good night. And it was really all because of some shit she said during the reveal when they first all came in. Morgan stated very clearly, listen, I'm going to, the thing I'm going to follow is if a bitch is going to pose as a threat somewhere down the line in the competition and I get the chance to choose who goes, that bitch is going home. So what she said out of her mouth came back and bit her in her ass. And Ben Delacreme told her, girl, I based my decision surely on what you said, girl. So good night. Go home. Go home. And on their lip sync for your life, lip sync for your legacy was they did Anaconda, Nicki Minaj, and Ben Delacreme. She killed it. Aja was clean as hell though. Aja's ass, she had this bodysuit on. It was very. I'll tell you, the outfit that Aja had on was very much Kimora Black. Very Kimora Black. But she looked nice. That bitch looked good. She did, and she worked it out, but she couldn't get Ben. Ben took it into a whole different thing, made it into a whole comedy thing, and she killed it, and it worked. Got that 10,000 girls, and sent Morgan's ass packing. So I was like, okay, I understand it. And again, I was like, I was just hoping like Morgan didn't even make that statement. I was like, when she said it, I was like, that statement is going to come back and bite you in your ass. That's the thing with this competition. You have to really watch. It's like, it ain't even about the edit. You have to watch what you're saying. You know how queens and sissies are around it? You got to watch. That shit came right back and bit Morgan in her ass. I said, oh, girl, good night, honey. First girl to go. So that was that for Morgan. Morgan was packing up her things, baby, and Ru came on and gave, don't worry about it, kitty girl. I got your back, honey. And turned around and looked, honey, and in the back of her was that damn Chad Michaels and that goddamn Alaska, honey, standing up there in those red nun outfits. I said, look at these two crazy looking whores they was giving. I said, okay. So I don't know what that means, but I'm sure we're going to find out. But I'm happy that this is on child. You know, RuPaul's Drag Race makes me happy. Anyway, all right, guys. I'll catch y'all next week. Later.